Start by saying thank you for all the flowers and the cards and the messages, but especially the messages that talked about how my dad helped save them or helped save their marriage or help change people's lives or help change their way of thinking. Those messages meant more to our family than anything in these last couple of weeks. So appreciate you guys. Our family wanted me to speak on their behalf. It's really difficult to find words that are good enough to say what he deserves to be said, or words that would do my dad justice, but I'll try. My dad really was the best. Not just to all of us kids that were lucky enough to have him as our dad, but he was a father to a lot of kids that really needed a father. To my wife, to my best friend who lived down the street, he was a father to him. And I know he was that way to a lot of people that are here, and a lot of people that aren't here. He wasn't born into the best circumstances. And he lost his parents at a really young age. He lost his own parents. But when he met my mom, and he really found God, it made a difference in all of our lives that lasts for generations. It wasn't any type of financial inheritance or anything like that, but the inheritance that he left all of us and our children is definitely priceless. He was the most Christ-like man I've ever met. And to me, the real meaning of a Christian doesn't have a lot to do with religion. A Christian is someone who tries to live their life like Christ and tries to follow his teachings. He was easily the realest and truest Christian I've ever met. And to be honest, it's frustrating sometimes growing up, and even as an adult, just knowing that I'd never be as good as he was. In some ways, though, that can be similar to our walk with Christ. You can never be as good as Jesus was, but as long as we keep trying and don't give up, that's what's important. I've always thought if I turned out half as good as my dad, that'd be pretty good. He loved to preach. I know probably everyone in here won't forget the times you really start to get into it and you start crying in the middle of the sermon, and just because he wanted so badly for his message to reach the ones that needed to hear it. In my opinion, though, beyond preaching, his greatest calling was to serve those that were suffering and those that really needed Christ. Mainly the addicted and the terminally ill. And he always saw the best in everybody, and sometimes to a fault. One example I can think of is one year we hosted part of a Christmas dinner at our house, and he showed up with a roughish-looking car full of dinner guests. And, there were a few ankle monitors. And I was a little bothered. I said, "Dad, I got young kids here, man." But he just was so excited. He just kept telling me how great they were. And that's really just how much faith he had in the power of Christ to change people. We really believe they turn anyone's life around, regardless of whatever their circumstances were. He loved my mom so much. I mean, it's an understatement to say they had a beautiful marriage. Never once, this is 100% honesty, I never once saw them argue, and I don't think they even argued when nobody else was around. That was really weird to me. One of his final days, maybe 2 or 3 days before he died, told me with great conviction, said, "I love that woman more than any other man has ever loved a woman." I believed him 100%. And then also in his final days, would you leave the room? He said, "How did I ever get her? Woo!" He knew where he was going when he died. There's no doubt about it. And he knew probably better than anyone how great heaven would be. But he did want to stick around a little bit longer. I know he did. He told me he did multiple times. He told me a few days before he passed, he wanted to see all his grandkids grow up and get married. And he wanted to come watch a few more softball games. And he wanted his dog to start to get along with my dogs. It meant a lot to him. So. And I'm not exactly sure how everything works, but I really want to believe that somehow he'll have the best seat in the house for the weddings and the softball games. And I'll have to start working on helping the dogs get along. I'll always be grateful that he was our dad, all of our dad. And I'm going to miss him every day until I get to see him again. Thank you.
Man.